So this month, for the month of October, we are focusing, we've been reading The Revolution of the Soul in my yoga book group. And if you want more details on that, let me know. We're reading a book called Revolution of the Soul by Sean Corn. So I kind of had that word in my mind, and it made me think about the Sanskrit word for revolution, which is Parivrtta, which, if you see it spelled out, is a whole lot of consonants in a row at the end. But there's a whole body of postures in yoga that have a Parivrtta or a revolved version of them. Most commonly, Parivrtta Trikonasana, or Revolved Triangle, which is what we'll be working towards today. But we'll be continuing to work with twists throughout this month. So the theme of the month is revolution, is Parivrtta, and twisting and turning into maybe some new spaces, new directions. Okay, so just get started finding a comfortable seat in Sukhasana, and I would invite you to specifically take Sukhasana to get started. So that's ankles under the knees, easy cross-legged seat, always having the option to sit up on a block if you would like to, block or blanket. And then just from there, roll the shoulders up towards the ears, head of the arm bones back and down. Feel the shoulders stacked evenly over the hips. Allow the eyes to close. And beginning in this space of a neutral spine, it's where we usually begin, but thinking about how we're going to be working into revolving and twisting, always pausing for a moment to start in that space of neutral spine and beginning to find length. Find length through the spine as you begin to lengthen your breaths. Eyes may be closed here as you inhale, lengthen the spine up. Fill the breath up completely. As you exhale, keep the length, sigh the breath out. Feel engagement through the belly, through the core as you exhale. Continuing, inhale fully in. Breathing in through the nose, lengthen the breath, lengthen the spine up. As you exhale, feel the engagement up through your core, Uddiyana Bandha, belly button drawing in and up towards the back of the spine as you empty the lungs out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhaling through the nose. Find that slight constriction of the back of the throat using your Ujjayi breath. Exhale back out through the nose. Again, find that sighing sensation in the back of the throat as you exhale through the nose. As you take one more round on your own at your own pace, continue to find that length and evenness with your awareness just strongly on the back side of your body and up and down your spine. Pausing for a moment to set an intention for your practice. An invitation for you today is maybe to think about areas where you might be feeling constriction in some way. Maybe that's constriction in a relationship, tension with something in your workspace or in your family space. Things where you might be a little twisted or more constricted. How can you allow yourself maybe to mentally relax into that space? How can you breathe through the tension to possibly find release? How can you revolve or turn the situation around? Take one more inhalation here. And then draw your hands together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. Wherever you are, if you'd like to begin your practice with one Om, inhale for Om. Slowly allow your eyes to open. And then I'd like you to change the cross of your legs. You've been sitting with one shin forward, and I'd like you to take the opposite shin in front. For me, that usually means that I end up with my right shin in front. I always almost always have my left shin in front, but whichever one you had in front for that initial sit, change the cross of your legs. Take note of which one is in front, and then lift the opposite arm up. So my right shin is in front, I'm raising my left arm. As I exhale, I'm gonna walk the hands over to the right. And then from there, just come into like a seated twist almost. With my left fingertips, I'm gonna walk them a little bit farther away, turn my torso so it's squaring down towards my right knee. Just beginning this morning, gently finding a little bit of length in the side body, which will help us for our revolve twist, but also a little bit of beginning of outer hip. Inhale, slowly come back up. Place the fingertips behind you. If you're up on a block, set it to the side. And for a moment, knees together, lift the shins up to bent knee Navasana. From here, arms reach forward, flex the hands, and then take the hands over to the outside of the right knee. Again, early point of rotational use of your core, which will be helpful in our twists. Knees squeeze together, one more breath, lift the chest, and exhale, come back down to easy pose, this time taking the left shin in front of the right. Okay, take the shins so you've got a nice triangle in front of you, so maybe the shin's slightly farther away. Left hand will come behind you. This time, right arm raises up. As you exhale, turn the chest and fold forward. As you fold over that left knee, drop the right shoulder a little bit, squaring the chest down. And then just a little bit more, walk the right fingertips away. Feel the length through the right side body, chin slightly tucked. You can use your left fingertips to press that right sitting bone down a little bit more. Good. One more inhalation here. Exhale, slowly come back up. Place the fingertips behind you. Again, find that bent knee Navasana. So, shins parallel with the floor, head of the arm bones back, chest lifted. Reach the arms alongside the legs, knees squeezed together. And then flex the palms, and then take the hands to the outside of the left thigh. Okay. Again, using a little bit of that rotational core strength here. Reminding them that they're going to be doing a little bit of work today. Good. And then slowly cross the ankles. And just for a moment, take the legs wide to a straddle for Parivrtta Trikonasana. As you come into the straddle, place the fingertips behind you, lift your whole seat up, and then tilt the pelvis slightly forward as you come back down. And just nothing too intense, but trying to wake up a little bit of those inner thigh muscles. Take your left hand over towards the outside of the right calf. And just for a moment, exhale, folding down. Inhale, come up and change sides. So nothing too intense. Inhale, come up. Exhale, rotate over, fold over the right. Inhale, left arm open over. Exhale, right hand to the outside of the left knee and fold. Inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, left hand to the outside of the right calf and fold. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, stretching over that left leg. Inhale, up and over. And exhale, a little bit of a fold in the center. You can stay a little bit more upright here. If you are already feeling comfortable to come down a little bit farther, you may. Okay, just moving at your own pace always. And slowly walk the fingertips back up from wherever you are and make your way into downward facing dog, please. Adho Mukha Svanasana. From Adho Mukha Svanasana, bicycle the legs one at a time. Stretching down one heel completely and then the opposite. Waking up the calves, just moving into your body. And then from here, I want you to bend your right knee a lot. Take your left foot completely flat onto the mat. And from there, I want you to pivot the right heel towards the left foot. So you've got a bend in the right knee. And then with that, I want you to begin to turn your chest towards the left. So your left foot is completely flat. And as you begin to rotate the chest towards the left,
You may notice some sensation through the left outer hip. Stick with that, breathe through that. Keep pressing that left heel down. And then exhale, normalize your down dog. Press through the palms. And then inhale to plank. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank, shoulders over the wrists, and the gaze is slightly forward. So the neck is not dropping down, but the gaze is staying towards the front of the mat. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. We're going to repeat that stretch on the second side. So this time, take your right foot completely flat to the mat, bend your left knee, and pivot your left heel in towards your right foot. As you do that, I want you to continue to press through the hands, begin to turn the chest towards the left. So you're gazing under the left arm, keep pressing that right heel down into the mat, probably some sensation through that outer side of your right leg. One more inhale here. Then exhale, renormalize your down dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank, arms strong, fingers spread. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. From here, look forward between the hands, begin to walk the hands forward towards the feet, or feet towards the hands, soft bend in the knees, slowly come all the way up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Find yourself standing well in mountain, feet hip-width distance apart, feet are engaged towards each other, tailbone is lengthening towards the floor, low belly draws in and up towards the back of the spine, ribs knit together, head of the arm bones up towards the ears, back and down. So there's some connection in the shoulder blades on the back side of the body. Fingers are reaching towards the floor, palms are forward. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift the gaze, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, flat back, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, shoulders are even with the hips here, little back bend sensation in the back body. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms to the side, reach up, lengthen all the way up. Exhale, refold, Uttanasana, fingertips towards the floor. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms to the side, flat back, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. This is our last half salute. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, refold, chest to thighs, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms to the side, flat back and lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, palms down, take a large right step and left step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, forward on the toes, drop knees, elbows by the side of the body as the chest lowers all the way down. Inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Pelvis stays down, palms press. Exhale, sit back towards the heels, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. As you come into your down dog, feel the strong engagement of the palms and the fingertips, a little bit of a press of the base of the index finger down, upper arm bones rotating out. And notice where you are holding tension. If you're holding tension in the face, try to relax. As we move in through our twist today, there is a squeeze and a release. What I want you to notice in all of your postures today, though, is where are you holding tension? Where can you mindfully soften, yet stay engaged? Your next inhale, look forward between the hands. Take a large right step and left step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms to the side, flat back, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, palms down, take a left step and right step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, forward on the toes and either knees down or straight leg chaturanga, low plank. Cobra pose on the inhale. Exhale, sit back towards the heels. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. In Adho Mukha Svanasana, feel the heels continue to reach down as the hips resist it away and lift up a little bit higher. Find that inverted V. You can notice if you might be holding tension in the face. Soften the face. Relax the neck. Maybe allow that softness to turn inward mentally as well. Your next inhale, look forward between the hands. Take a large left step and right step forward. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms to the side, flat back, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, reach up, lift the gaze, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga, either knees down or straight legged. Upward dog on the inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Press the tops of the feet down, pelvis is lifted off the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Throughout practice, as we move through these movements and the sun salutations, you always have options to either stick with cobra or down or upward dog, and to either do knee down chaturanga or straight leg chaturanga or skip it. Okay, you have control of your own practice. This is time for you to be moving mindfully and skillfully in your own body. On your next inhale, look forward between the hands. Either walk, bend the knees, lightly hop the feet forward. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, arms reach up, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands to prayer. Adding some lunges. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, fingertips down, take a large right step back. And staying in the high lunge, inhale, reach the arms up. Good. And exhale, take your arms down like you're serving a platter, and then hug the left arm close by your side. Draw the head of the left arm bone back. Right arm, thumb rotates down, reaches behind you. Grab hold of the left bicep here. Get a little bit into the shoulders for our twists. With your right hand holding onto the bicep here, I want you to create a little bit of tension, okay? So your left arm is trying to pull forward, right hand is resisting back. Keep pressing through the right heel. Bowl of the pelvis lifts. One more inhalation here. Exhale, release the fingertips down. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, shift your weight more onto your left hand. Let your right hand reach back. Grab anywhere on the outside of the left leg. That might be the calf, maybe the ankle. If it's available, come to the heel. Let the low belly draw in. Keep pressing the floor strongly away with the left hand, but create that little bit of a twist in your down dog. One more inhalation here. Then exhale, right hand forward. And from here, inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, take a large right step forward between the hands. Stay lifted high. Inhale, high lunge, arms rise up. And then exhale, we're gonna do that same bicep stretch on this side. So find that serving platter, tuck the right arm alongside, and you can see it from this side here. Left thumb will turn down, reach around, and grab hold of the right bicep, okay? From there, your collarbones are gonna stay wide, but that right arm is gonna try to reach and move forward, but your left hand is gonna resist it. From that work in the upper body, drop the knee a little bit more. Keep pressing and extending through the left heel behind you. One more breath. Exhale, release the fingertips. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, shift your weight onto your right hand. Let your left hand grow light. And same down, that one arm twist again. Let the left hand reach around. Grab anywhere on the outside of the right leg. So that might be the calf, maybe the ankle, maybe the heel. Continue to press the floor strongly away. Feel the low belly draw in as the chest turns to the right. One more inhale here. Exhale, slowly release. Normalize your down dog for a breath. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms reach up, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, palms down, take a large left step back. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Plant your left hand in line with the right toes. You can also be up on a block here. You may be up on fingertips. On an inhale, lift the right hand up, and gaze can follow those fingertips. Like your hand to be facing towards that right side. So let your left eye look at your right thumb. Keep pressing through the left heel. Chest rotates and turns, opening towards the thigh. Your right knee might want to fall out to the side, but keep grounding down through the base of the right big toe. Exhale, release right fingertips down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, open up that knee. Little twist in your down dog here. Exhale, take a large left step forward between your hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Right fingertips on the block, fingertips to floor. Inhale, left arm rises. Or twisting high lunge. So as you lift, let your hand face the same direction or over towards the left. Let your right eye look at your left thumb as long as that's comfortable on your neck. We don't want to create extra tension in the twist. So if it feels like it's putting strain on the neck, be mild with yourself and just be skillful. Press down a little bit more through the base of the left big toe and extend out through the right heel. Exhale, left fingertips to the floor. Inhale, forward and fold. Halfway up on your next inhalation, exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms to the side, flat back, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. One more lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, take a large right step back. Lower your right knee down, untucking the back toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Press down through the top of your right foot behind you so you're staying really nice and grounded through that back leg. From that grounding, get long through the spine. As you exhale, I don't want you to hook the elbow to the outside, but I want you just to turn the chest without having that elbow to give you the support and the extra rotation. So just turn the chest. My elbows are staying on the inside, but just use your rotational core muscles here to begin to wake up and hold that twist for you. It's a little bit more, actually, I think more challenging than getting the elbow all the way to the outside. Stick with that for one more breath. Exhale, fingertips down. Inhale, tuck the back toes, step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee. Little twist in your down dog. Exhale, take a large right step forward, back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, hands to prayer. And again, inhale, get long, press through the left shin down into the mat. So you exhale, begin to turn your torso over towards that right leg. Keep grounding down through the base of the right big toe. Use your core muscles to turn the chest. Again, we're not hooking the elbow to the outside of the knee, even if that's what you can do. I want you to use your rotational core to help you rotate the chest here. Exhale, slowly release. Inhale, tuck the back toes. Exhale, forward and fold. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms rise up, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands to prayer. Step the feet fully together, please. I'm coming into some revolved Utkatasana, revolved chair pose, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to prayer. From here, I want you to keep your knees together. But again, just like we did in that lunge, I want you to draw your left knee towards your right thigh. Hover it. Do not hook the elbow yet. Lift the gaze. Inhale to center. Exhale, right elbow hovers above left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left elbow hovers above right knee. Inhale to center. Exhale, right elbow above left knee. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale to center, extend the arms, keep the knees bent. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Relax here. Let go of any tension in the neck. And again, just drawing awareness to the work through the midsection of the body, getting nice and strong in our rotation. From here, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms. Come back to your Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to prayer. This take your right thumb and dig it right into your right hip crease, okay? This time, press back through the right hip crease, get really long in the spine. And this time, if it's available, take your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. You can keep pressing back through that hip crease. Help turn the chest and stay right here. Maybe take your hands to prayer. Check to see that your knees are still in line. Maybe a soft gaze, soft smile. Take the tension out of the face. And then from here, I want you to bend the knees completely. And one of the arm balances that we are going to incorporate this month is going to be Parivrtta or side crow. It fits really nicely in with revolutions, okay? So options here for your side crow. With your bent knee, come all the way down. You can do that same if you're not arm balancing and you just want to work on building the strength. I want you to come all the way onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Palms up towards the ceiling. Rotational core, just that we've worked the same time. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Now then work to get your right elbow up off the floor. Good. So this is the shape of side crow, just on your back. Exhale, release, hug the knees into the chest. From here, arms up towards the ceiling, right arm to the outside of the left knee. Try to lift the left shoulder up off the mat. Same thing, Parivrtta on your back, Supta Parivrtta. Exhale, relax. That's option one for you to practice, okay? So it's valuable work for all of us. So from here, rock up, come to your seat. Just as we started this morning, Navasana with bent knees. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, left arm to the outside of the right knee. Good. Stick with that for a moment. Revolved boat pose. Inhale to center. Exhale, right arm to the outside of the left knee. Squeeze the knees together, keep the chest lifted. And then exhale, relax, just come to easy pose. So you can either repeat those options, or if side crow is newer for you, you have options here, okay? So the key for this is that you need to keep the knees together just like we do in Utkatasana. And I am going to teach you 2 ways to do this. First way is from your bent knee to Utkatasana. Left elbow comes deeply in to the armpit to the knee. When I first started learning this, I did knee and hip together with chaturanga arms. It looks something, I'm going to try to find the best angle for this. So my right elbow is coming to my right hip, left elbow under my right knee. And from there, tiptoes, chaturanga arms, lift the feet. So my right thigh has 2 points of contact for support here. And it's that same position with your arms, okay? That is your first option for Parivrtta. For those of you who have been working side crow a little bit longer and want to learn the one arm variation, this is your next work. So repeat any of those things that we just did, or if you want to try the one arm variation, same beginning, Utkatasana, hands to prayer, twist to the left, armpit close to that right knee. But instead of taking my hands to the side, my hands are going to kind of go a big step in front of me and at an angle. And from there, I've got to shift my weight forward and then lift my feet to the side. Okay, so if I place my hands right next to my hips, there's no space for me to get that transfer of weight. So you have to move them. It's about maybe 1.5 feet. And I place my hands so they're still shoulder width distance apart. Come up and over. Okay, so pause for a moment. Anybody have questions? You can pause here and ask a question if you like. Those of you who are with me. Otherwise, watching this later, you can come back and press record. But quick forward fold to release from the second side before we go to the second side. On an inhale, we will take 2 more rounds of side crow. You can either repeat the work on your back, boat pose, or you can do 2 options for side crow, okay? So from chair, bent knees together. Exhale, hands to prayer. This time we're going to the left, right elbow to the outside of the right knee. Remember your options here. If you're gonna go elbows to each support, hands will come to the side of your mat. Place your palms down, shoulder width apart. You have an elbow, right elbow under your left knee, left elbow under your left hip, gaze to the side, Parivrtta. Good. Slowly come back. Either repeat that, or if you're working the one-armed variation, same setup. Utkatasana on the inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, lengthen and rotate. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Exhale, hands come down over to the side. You can see there's space. They're forward and to the side, but my hands are still shoulder width distance apart. From there, left knee hugs right upper arm. Weight transfers forward, and that's what lifts me up. Okay. One more inhalation wherever you are. Exhale, slowly come back down. Good. From here, inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, back of the hands down on the mat. Step the toes all the way up to the crease of your wrist. Just release the wrists a little bit from the arm balance. We'll be continuing to work with side crow this month as part of our flows. And again, if you have questions about this specifically, feel free to pause and ask or reach out at any time. Slowly step the feet off of the hands. On an inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, take a large left step back. Turn and ground the back heel. Inhale, warrior one on the inhale. Okay, so just warrior one. From warrior one, I want you to take a slightly wider stance. So instead of having heel to heel alignment, step the right heel slightly out. Okay, so a little bit of a railroad track orientation in the feet. Drop the right knee a little bit deeper. Palms are turned in towards one another. Then exhale, straighten the right leg. Release the arms behind you. You can either take fists together behind you. You may grab elbow to elbow. If it's available to take the hands in reverse prayer, work the hands up the middle of the back, press the palms together, hands in Anjali Mudra. Legs in that same slightly wide warrior one stance. On the inhale, both legs straight, square the hips any amount forward. And then exhale, chest over the thigh, relax the chin towards the chest. And as you fold here in Parivrtta, keep pressing through the right big toe. Good. Stick with that for a moment longer. Good. Inhale, slowly come up. Release the hands from prayer. Inhale, arms come up. And we started with a wider stance. I want you to walk that right foot out a little bit more, okay? We're playing today with taking a wider than usual first round in Revolved Triangle here. So my right foot is almost to the outside edge of my mat, that wide. From here, begin to reach the left arm forward, right arm behind you. And then I want you to take, just for this first round, your left hand to the inside of the right foot. You may be on a block here, you may be on a fist, you may be on fingertips. Parivrtta Trikonasana, Revolved Triangle pose. And as you come into this wider version of the posture, keep pressing through the base of the right big toe. Find that long straight line of energy. Keep engagement through the left glute. And notice where, if you're holding excess tension in the neck, and don't let the neck be the thing that gets you into the pose. Use your belly to draw you in, rotate the chest, and if you feel like you're straining in your neck, try to soften your neck and let it be in a place that makes sense. One more inhalation here. Exhale, release the top arm, and either down dog or plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Good. From downward facing dog, take a large left step forward between the hands, turn and ground the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1, just as we started before. And again, as you're checking the alignment in your feet, allow yourself to have that left foot just getting a little bit wider, not as wide as we'll get in Revolved Triangle, but slightly railroad track the feet. Hip points are lifting up. Good. Bend a little bit deeper into that left knee. Arms are reaching up towards the ceiling. From here, exhale. Release the hands behind you. Either fists towards each other, holding elbow to elbow, or hands in reverse prayer. Left leg goes straight. For Parivrtta or pyramid, collarbone is wide. Right hip draws forward, left hip back. Inhale, get long through the spine. Exhale, chest towards your thighs. Relax the neck. Keep either fists pressing together, elbows hugging towards each other, palms pressing towards each other. Good. One more inhalation here. Exhale, slowly release, and inhale. Come all the way up. Step the left foot, again, a little bit further out to the side. So a nice wide, broad stance here. Release the hands from behind you. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, use your rotational core muscles. Take the right hands forward, left arm behind you. And an exhale, keep all that length through your torso. Drop the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Let it land where it lands. You can come to fingertips. You may be on a fist. You may be on a block. You may take the palm flat. As you come into Parivrtta Trikonasana, Revolved Triangle, keep pressing and grounding through the base of the left big toe. Left glute is strongly engaged. Good. And notice, again, where are you holding the tension? Are you holding the tension in your neck? Can you allow yourself to soften? Enjoy the rotation in the posture. Feel your whole body. Exhale, release. Left fingertips down. Inhale. You can either go through the vinyasa, go down dog, child's pose, yogi's choice here. Good. On an inhale, take a large right step forward between your hands. Turn and ground the back foot. Inhale, warrior one. And then exhale, straighten the front leg. We're gonna go straight into revolved triangle this time with one other little variation. So I don't want you to take the wide stance this time, but I want you to take your right thumb, put it in your right hip crease, just like we did in Utkatasana. So as you begin to lean forward, come halfway down, press your thumb into that hip crease, take your fold right from there. And again, this time, take the hand, fist, fingertips to the floor, to a block. And your choice if you want to keep the hand here. If you have more space, or you would like to go further into the pose, you can take the hand to the top of the foot, or maybe to the outside of the foot, either, again, to the floor, to a block. Keep using your thumb to encourage yourself to grow long, and then lift the hand. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Extending the right fingertips up. Notice where you're holding tension in the body. Try to breathe with it as you continue to rotate the chest. Every exhale, maybe turning the chest a little bit more to the right. Exhale, right fingertips down, and either vinyasa, down dog, child's pose in between. We all meet in downward facing dog. From down dog, take a large left step forward between your hands, back heel down. Warrior one on the inhale. Good. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Okay, so we come to Trikonasana. Again, not as wide as we were the first round. Take your left thumb to your left hip crease and square the pelvis back a little bit. So use your thumb, press that left hip back, reach the right arm forward, keep pressing the thumb into the hip crease. And then again, begin to find your hand position here. So I like to keep my thumb in that hip crease to keep encouraging the spine long as I play with the hand either on the inside of the foot, on top of the left foot, or maybe to the outside of the foot. But keep pressing the thumb into the hip crease, slightly finding that external rotation in that thigh. Press your left base of the left big toe down. When you're ready, extend the arms. Notice if your neck is in line with your spine. Does the neck feel bound up? Does it feel relaxed? Can you find your most comfortable revolved triangle pose ever by letting go of some of that tension? Exhale, slowly release. And then either down dog or plank, chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Good. Take a couple of breaths here. And then on an inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, pigeon pose. Draw the right knee to the right wrist, lower the right shin all the way down to the mat. With the back toes tucked, walk the left knee back. And if this is uncomfortable in any way, just come to figure four pose, ankle to knee, if pigeon is not a part of your practice. Okay. Those of you coming to pigeon, inhale, press the hands away. And instead of just folding down, I want you to take the left hand and grab hold of the right knee. Place the forearm down. And again, I don't want you to collapse down and fold yet. Press the floor away with that forearm. Free the right hand to reach up. Chest will turn to the right. And then rotate the thumb down. Reach the right arm behind you. Grab hold of the hip. Or if you can find it, maybe grab the heel. Anywhere on that right foot.
Okay. Keep pressing the floor away from you with your left forearm. So I really want you to focus on finding lift in this rotation. As the spine rotates, have that grounding down through the back leg. One more inhalation here. Exhale, slowly release. And then squaring your chest forward, allow yourself to drop down, resting your forehead either on a block, on stacked fist, on palms, or maybe on the floor. Continue to find a little bit of soft engagement of the right shin down into the mat and the back of the left foot down into the mat. For Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, or one-footed king pigeon pose. Breathing here, noticing again, where are you holding the tension? Where can you allow yourself to soften? Find evenness and balance through your effort and through your ease in the posture. On your next inhale, slowly walk back up onto the hands. Tuck the back toes, making your way slowly back any way you wish to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And preparing to come into pigeon on the second side. Inhale, left leg rises up. Exhale, bend the left knee. Take the left knee to the left wrist. Drop the back knee down with right toes tucked. Walk that right knee back as far as it can and then untuck the toes. Those of you taking seated figure four pose, if you're not pigeoning, skip the pigeon. Be kind to yourself. So lifting up first, and then take the right forearm down. Right forearm comes down parallel to the front edge of the mat. Let the right hand grab hold of the left knee. Press down into the right forearm to keep the chest lifted. Inhale, left arm rises, gaze follows the top hand. Exhale, turn the left thumb down, reach around, grab hold of the right hip, or begin to find that left heel, left foot, anywhere you can make contact. Continue to press the floor away with that right forearm. And from the grounding down of the arm and the legs, find the freedom through the upper body, through the chest. And if it's comfortable, allow the gaze to go over the left shoulder. But again, theme for the twist is not to create all the tension in the neck and not to carry the pose and the rotation in that part of your body. Find the concentration of the rotation, especially for that mid and upper back area. One more inhalation here. Exhale, slowly release. You can square the chest forward any amount, few breaths. In folded pigeon, rest the forehead on stacked fists, palms, or down to the mat. Allow yourself to drop inward. Soften energy. Soften the breath. And trying to maintain even awareness through the toes, pelvis, hips, whole spinal body. Good. Slowly come back onto your hands. Tuck the back toes. Lift up and back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, look forward between the hands. Bend the knees. Walk or hop through. Come to a seat. One more Navasana. So we'll start in bent knee Navasana. Stay here any amount. Straighten the legs, keep the chest lifted. Lift the gaze. Smile can release the tension. And then exhale, lower down, Ardha Navasana. Take the hands together. And clasp the fingers, find Kali Mudra, index finger free. Rotate your fingers over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right.
Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, relax all the way down. Stretch your arms overhead. Release through the mid-body. And from here, bend your knees. Setting yourself up for Setu Bandhasana for bridge pose. Twist is a really nice preparation for back bends. So kind of coming straight into it. Feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale, lift the hips up, finding your version of bridge pose. And walk the shoulders underneath you. Please do not turn the head side to side in this posture. Feel the length through the body. Find the even tone through the work of the legs. Glutes are supporting you here too. But where are you overworking in the posture? Can you breathe through any tension where you feel the most restriction? Slowly release as you exhale and just drop the knees towards the right, towards the left, and just windshield wiper the knees a couple of times. And then coming back to center, you may repeat bridge pose. If you are comfortable in wheel pose or Vidyanurasana, you can place the hands alongside the head. Maybe explore taking the hands or the feet wider than you normally do. And then all together, either bridge pose or Urdhva Dhanurasana. Inhale, press up, lift up. So sometimes when we come into our twists and our back bends, breathing becomes more restricted. So if that is your challenge, notice if you're holding your breath, or if you can still keep those nice, long, smooth, even inhalations and exhalations, even as your body is in a spot of constriction or breath doesn't flow as easy. One more inhalation as you are. Exhale. Slowly lower down. Knees side to side, please. And then outer edges of the feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana. Let your hands rest on your inner thighs. Take a full breath in, feel your whole body. Exhale, slowly let it out. Inhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. And stack your right knee on top of your left. And if you can we're going to take it kind of eagle legs in our twist today. So right knee on top of your left, shimmy your hips slightly over to the right, keep your eagle legs, drop the knees over to the left, gaze to the right for a supine twist. And if the eagle legs are not working for you and this is not what you're doing, you can unstack the legs. But I like this variation a lot for outer hip, and because it feeds my need to twist all of the things this month. Slowly release. The left hand is on the right knee. Draw the knees back to center. Extend both legs straight up towards the ceiling. Shift your hips over slightly to the left. This time, stack left knee on top of right. Wrap the legs if you can, if that's happening or not. And then exhale, drop the knees over towards the right, gaze to the left. When I first started doing yoga, I was working full-time with an office job. And when we did this, I think when we did our first recline twists in one of the classes, I was like, oh, I don't know why that hadn't been a bigger part of my life, but it was kind of an aha moment in class for me. I was like, I need to do this every day. And I pretty much have since. Supine twists are a great way to unravel tension in the body. Inhale, slowly come back up, both knees into the chest. Small rockings, forward and back. Come all the way up to a sit. Find any comfortable seat, either Sukhasana, half lotus, Ardha Padmasana, full lotus. Find your seat. Rest the palms on the knees. You can keep your hands there. Maybe take your hands, stack your right palm in front of your left, take the thumbs together. We'll just sit quietly together for about a minute. Just for seated meditation. And if sitting quietly is challenging, just slowly draw your inner narrative back to the breath. Inhaling, maybe repeating the word just. Exhaling, mentally saying to yourself this, just this breath, just this moment, just this. You may continue to stay just as you are. If you would like to close out the remainder of your practice in seated meditation, make any adjustments that you need to make your seat comfortable. You may also choose to lie back at this time, coming into Shavasana for final relaxation. Those of you coming to Shavasana, slowly make your way onto your back. Let the legs be as wide as your mat. Let your arms rest slightly away from your body, palm face up. Those of you staying in seated meditation, make any adjustments that you need to find your tall, comfortable seat. And collectively inhale fully through the nose. And then exhale, sigh the breath out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh the breath out. One last time, inhale. Exhale quietly. Just this quiet. Wherever you are, slowly allow yourself to have small movement back into your body. Let your breath deepen. Softly turn the head side to side. Take the ankles and the wrists in small circles. And on an inhale, reach the arms overhead. So you exhale, rolling onto your side. Allowing yourself to have your head cradled in your arm if you're coming up from reclining. Still keeping eyes closed, use your hands to come back. Find your seat. Feel the strength through the spine. I can invite you, if you'd like, to seal your practice with one Om. Inhale fully for Om. Taking your hands to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Taking gratitude today for this practice, for yourself, and for those you shared the practice with. Namaste. Thank you for coming to practice today. If you've got questions, feel free to chat with me or reach out. But it's always great to see you here.